Hello. The weather's a little gray outside, so we don't have as much light as usual, but I want to talk to you anyway today about how to build trust in your organization. You see, loss of trust is a coordinated driver of staff turnover, staff dissatisfaction, and burnout. People who don't trust their employer won't stay, and people who can't leave become less effective, less productive employees. This creates at least unhappiness and at the worst, unsafe and toxic work environments. So I ask you, is this the structure you want to build in your organization? Or would you like to learn about alternatives? All week long, I've been posting and showing you research about what happens when your employees lose trust. I've been posting information about how the different personalities of people react to this loss of trust. And some will stay for a bit longer out of a sense of responsibility or a need to help fix the situation for others. But if it goes on long enough, you're going to lose your best talent. Nobody wants that. So I am here because I have a system that prevents that from happening, backed by research and technology and a community that can help you implement all of this system. Sometimes a breach of trust is unintentional. After all, we're all human and it happens. So we make our apologies and we move forward as best we can, mending fences along the way. Sometimes it's a systems error, and our experts are tasked with finding the best path forward, while we're tasked with listening to them without blame or emotion and working with them. It isn't always easy, yet it is possible. The difficult times come when trust is broken repeatedly and systematically, and the people in power seem to tolerate it or allow it to happen over and over again. There are many reasons this happens, and the only cure is culture change. Culture change starts with communication. I know some of you were hoping that I would say burn the whole place down. And there was a time when that would have been my answer, and it would have made me feel better. However, it would not have been effective change. It would not have solved any problems. Effective communication is the answer. Effective communication is a process that involves listening to other people's values, listening in such a way that you start valuing the other person at a higher level. Now, you might say, well, the person who broke trust isn't going to do that. Maybe. But let me remind you that hurt people hurt people. Perhaps they've never truly felt valued. Perhaps no one has ever listened to them and acknowledged their pain. And you can be the one to change that. You won't know until you try. Here's the thing. When you listen for someone's values, you learn what's important to them and how they want to be valued. You learn how they want to be spoken to, loved on, recognized, cared for, all of that. Odds are they aren't getting that. Odds are they aren't even getting a small portion of that. You could learn how to make them feel better about themselves and how to feel worthy. If they felt worthy and worthwhile, they might not have a need to tear others down by breaking trust in the workplace or anywhere for that matter. This seems perfectly logical to me. If you've been exposed to these ideas in the past, then great. But if you haven't, this can be an epiphany. That's okay. Now that you know, go out and speak to people as if they matter. Speak to them and build relationships built on value and trust. Here's the hard part. There are 4 basic personality types. And they all view trust differently. They all have different values. Look at my LinkedIn posts from this week as they spell that out item by item for each personality type. You see, your number one asset is people, your people. I believe I can help you keep your people. And if that involves culture change, I have a system that is simple, fast, and incredibly implementable. Let me help you build trust.